Is it just me, or does it feel like the Paralives team is low-key trying to break the internet this year? 2025 has barely started. Okay, well, maybe it's, almost halfway done, but we're already drowning in updates. Well, it's more like a slow drip if you're not a Patreon member, but still, okay, either way, I am not mad about it. Let's dive into everything we've seen so far. As many of you already know, Paralives is this incredibly charming life sim that's currently in development by a small but mighty indie team. But what you might not know is that every single time they drop a new post or sneak peek, I let out a gasp. I'm not even exaggerating. It's that exciting. What can I say? If you want to stay in the loop with all of the latest updates, like every animation reveal, behind the scenes gem, and juicy new detail, you gotta check out the Paralives Patreon page and their official website. They've got a super handy roadmap, an adorable little development timeline, and they're all over social media, including youtube.com. Hey, that's where we are right now. So go take a peek, give them a follow, and prepare to gasp with me. Before we get to the updates, I want to give a huge shout out to today's sponsor, Instant Gaming, the #1 place to get video games. It's fairly simple. You want a game or DLC, and they got discounted game codes. When you purchase using my link, I get a small commission from the sale, so not only are you getting a really great price, but you're helping me create these videos at no extra cost to you. So check it out. Now let's get to the good. Paralives is really putting immersion front and center, like truly front and center, with its absolutely stunning use of dynamic ambient audio. I'm talking about environments that don't just look alive, but sound alive too. Every single area in the game is layered with realistic, reactive soundscapes that make the whole experience feel deeply organic and grounded. And the coolest part? These sounds actually shift and change depending on the time of day, and even where the camera is positioned. It's not just some generic background noise on a loop, it honestly feels like you're stepping right into a living, breathing world. And can we take a moment to talk about the behind the scenes glimpses that they've been sharing? It's actually pretty interesting stuff. Get this, one person is doing all of it. Just one. The absolute audio wizard, Andre Castanon, is the only composer working on the game's sound design, and he's out here making literal magic, no biggie. Watching him do his Foley work is next level fascinating. He's out here using everyday objects, making sounds with his own voice, and even walking across all sorts of surfaces in different footwear just to capture the perfect audio soundbite. And I don't know what it is, but there's something so oddly satisfying about watching fully behind the scenes content. It's like ASMR, but for curious people who like behind the scenes sort of stuff. Anyone else feel this way? Because I could watch this sort of thing all day. And don't even get me started on the music. Okay, no, do actually get me started on the music, because these soundtracks, absolute bangers. Like, every single track has been a whole vibe. I seriously can't stop listening. I've got to take a moment here and sing their praises. Pun completely intentional, thank you very much. It's just so clear that a ton of love and focus to detail is going into every single piece of audio. I'm already counting down the days until we get more behind the scenes videos at their sound design process, because it's not just background noise, it's helping to shape the entire atmosphere of the game in the most beautiful way. Oh, and before I forget, the first town, you guys, is really coming along. And I'm sure that the next time we see something from it, it'll be even more charming. I actually made a video all about it when the original Patreon post was made public, so if you missed the deep dive, you can check it out by clicking the link at the top right corner or scrolling down to the video description below. It's there waiting for you. We've been blessed with not one, but 2 batches of toddler interactions from the Paralives team in 2025. Every time we get to see a para actually interact with the world around them, I get a little giddy inside. It just gives us a better feel for how the gameplay will actually look and feel in action, even if it's just a teeny tiny snippet. I'll take any crumb they're willing to drop in this one, this one was a full-on snack. These two showcases feature such a fantastic range of animations, and it's so heartwarming to watch. We've got standing idle animations, sitting idle animations, reading a book, getting up from the floor, crying, oh my little heart, climbing into bed, sleeping in bed, getting out of bed, using a potty, and even an adult changing the toddler's clothing or diaper. And that's not even all. There's also idle animations for when an adult is holding a toddler, adults picking up the toddler from the floor, placing them into a high chair, and the toddler just chilling in the high chair with a couple different idle animations. I mean, come on! Look at this! Look how cute they are! There are so many sweet little touches in these animations that absolutely melt my heart. Like the way the toddler places their tiny little hand on the adult's chest. Oh. Or the adult giving the toddler a loving little hug. Stop it. I'm not emotionally prepared, okay? As a mom to a baby who just turned 12 months, it's hitting me right in the heart. Everything about these interactions feels so purposeful, so carefully thought out, and you can tell the love and the intention that's gone into every animation. I love to see that level of care. Oh, and a quick side note, because I cannot not mention this. The building details in the background of these animation showcase videos, I'm obsessed. Like, fully obsessed. Everything looks lived in, cozy, real. But don't worry, I have thoughts, many thoughts about that, and I'll get into those details in just a moment. Moreover, we got another animation showcase. This time it was showing off idle animations for when your para is feeling particular emotions. Essentially, for every emotion your para will experience, there will be multiple variations to add more depth and life. So far, there's 4 happy, 3 bored, 3 disgusted, 3 embarrassed, 2 stressed, 3 sad, and 3 angry idle animations. I think it's pretty cool to see all of these expressions on Maggie's face as I cycle through the emotions and the variations. Honestly, they're nailing the animations. They all look fantastic. I cannot wait to see more. Time to move on to one of my favorite parts of Paralives so far, build mode. I mean, wow. The team has been steadily giving us sneak peeks, and let me just say, it's giving creativity, it's giving flexibility, and it's giving us all the tools to truly make our spaces feel like home. Let's start with the modular couches, because hello, game changer. The amount of control we get with these is actually unreal. You're not just plopping down a single static couch and calling it a day. No, 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 no. With modular couches, you've got options, like a lot of options. You can choose exactly what each section looks like, extend it or shorten individual pieces, flip them around, duplicate them quickly if you got a good thing going on, and even delete or move specific sections if it's not quite, looking good with the rest of the design. You can also change the color, and let's not forget, you can toss some pillows on top for that extra cozy flair. I love that. I love that you can just place pillows on top. And aside from the pure aesthetic joy, this kind of customization is also incredibly handy for builders. It lets us get super specific with our layouts and create furniture that actually fits the space we're designing. And that's very satisfying if I do say so myself. But wait, there's more. It's not just couches we're getting this level of control with, which I'm sure you already know. The team has already shown off some other custom items, and one of the things that stood out in my mind was the custom clothes line. Yep, you heard that right. A clothes line. You know, that thing you hang your clothing off of to dry in the sun. And before you brush that off, let me tell you, I didn't even know how much I needed this until I saw it in action. As you drag it out, more items start appearing along the line. Plus, you can attach it to the side of a building, and it sways in the wind like it looks so natural. These little touches in the game blow me away, and I'm here for it. Now, let's take a nostalgic little walk down memory lane to one of the most iconic items from early Paralives footage: windows. Seeing how far this feature has come is honestly, it's kind of emotional. The freedom to place windows wherever you want, resize them however you like, is still here, and it still is amazing. When I compare that very first video that they shared to the newest window showcase, the progress is very, very impressive. Yes, the game looks a lot better now, super polished and vibrant, but the fact that this fundamental feature has stayed consistent through all of the updates is special. and it's a really good feature. It was one of the things that got me really into the game. I remember watching that first video and absolutely losing it. The details were unexpected, the floor vents, an above ground pool, wooden ceiling beams, the ability to freely move and rotate objects in ways that we've never seen in a life sim before. And now we're getting stunning new footage that builds on all of that with even more depth and polish. Like, what's not to love? And speaking of love, there have been so many quirky, unique build buy items added that I can barely keep track. I mean, clothes as decor, a full-on hair salon setup, there's just a lot, and I mean a lot to unpack. Honestly, there's been so much cool stuff being shown off. I could make a whole video just listing it all, but I think it might be a little boring for me to just list it all out like that. Oh, and let's not forget the swatches. There are close to 1,000 items with pre-made swatch colors, and on top of that, you can totally edit your own swatches to really customize your builds. The level of freedom is amazing. Before we wrap things up, we cannot forget to talk about everything that we've seen so far in Paramaker. We've already got a look at a bunch of hairstyle options. They're looking so good. There's a nice mix of styles from sleek to soft and textured, and they all look beautiful, which is something I notice every single time. You can really tell that they're adding a lot of details for the hair, and that adds to the immersion because, like, obviously not everyone has the same hairstyle or the hair type or color, and I like that the team is putting a ton of effort into getting hairstyles just right. Clothing. Let's talk about the fashion. We've seen all sorts of outfits, including some really nice office wear. I love how everything is versatile here. Whether your pair is heading off to work or lounging around the house, it looks like there will be tons of ways to dress them up or down in ways that reflect their personality and story. I'm already imagining all the outfit combinations I want to try, and it's making me excited to dive in and start creating. Everything we've seen so far feels cohesive, but still full of variety, which is such a tricky thing to balance. And yet they're nailing it, in my humble opinion. I can already tell that Paramaker is going to be one of those features that I spend way too much time in. How excited are you for Paralives early access? Because let me tell you, I am super duper pumped. Like, I'm already getting my snacks together and my schedule cleared for launch day. Anytime we get any new info about the game, I am just buzzing. Whether it's a little teaser or a big feature drop, I'm here for all of it. If you want to stay in the loop with everything Paralives, every update, every sneak peek, every cozy detail, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a thing. Until next time, stay happy, healthy, and hydrated. Bye!